task on their hands with the New Zealanders. They're in fantastic form. Obviously, Lisa having a crushing win in that 200 this morning.
She didn't really, I can't say the word easy, but okay, over a boat length anyway. Let's not forget about the others, as you can see, going down. Belarus, Poland, with a lot of famous names there who've been around many, many years. Karolina, NAJA, PULAWSKA, who's had a good weekend. Ukraine always seem to put in the names. Germany, well, Franziska Weber, Tina Dietze, yesterday they won the K2. Connie Wadsmuth, she's been around longer than most, and Steffi Krigerstein has been in the A team for the last 3 or 4 years. So that's interesting to get to see how they go. Denmark, great to see them in the final. And finally, go Canada, who always managed to put out a competitive team.
Yep, look, that was a fantastic third place they made in the semi-final yesterday for the Canadians in lane 1. They deserve everything they get, and you can see the poles on the screen. They're looking pretty strong, and you know, Puławska, she was on the podium in the K1 500. She's going to be driving that from from seat 2. You see the Ukrainians.
Well, the Ukrainians have 5 or 6. Let's focus on in Lisa Carrington and her mates, and they are mates, aren't they?
Oh, that seem to be. They laugh around the dinner table. It's been great to share the hotel with them this week.
Put a lot of pressure on them at the moment. Anna KÁRÁSZ, change of coach and change of dimension. She's really struggling last couple of years, but she's really come into it.
Yeah, she's leading the K2 and the K4 this year. But this experienced German crew, I mean, you've got Franny Weber in the front. She's such a solid head in the front. So see the Danes looking sharp, really impressed with their paddle in the semis yesterday to make it into this final in lane 7.
You've only got about 8 seconds to give Australia what they deserve.
Ooh, well, looking sharp, girls, and so impressed with their season so far. I mean, Australia's best time in Szeged and the silver medal. And our compatriots, our friends from Canada, a big shout out to the Maple Leafs. My friend Erg, he'll be potentially watching over in early morning and in Quebec, Montreal.
So, K4, 500 meters, Montemor-Valley, 2018 World Championships final. If you're not up for this, you're not up for anything. Lisa Carrington's been on the water about an hour and a half ago. 3 medals so far. Danuta KOZÁK, second in the Hungarian boat. Twice in the water, 2 gold medals, and they are off. And it does look like the Ukrainians had a nice start on the top of your picture.
Yeah, lane 3's jumped out nicely. But it's a fairly even run. The New Zealanders are starting to push their nose just out from the Ukrainians now.
So New Zealand lane 4, Hungary lane 5, and they changed around the combination, but last year they've put Captain Lisa in the front, so she's really taking time. It looks like she's inching ahead at the moment.
Yeah, very nice and really nice and controlled, rhythmical stroke from the New Zealanders. You can see the Germans on screen there. They'll be looking for a very fast finish. And the Hungarians are in touch. They're real close, and I think the New Zealanders will be very, very aware of what's going on to the left of them.
So several boats are in charge, but it looks like the Hungarians and the New Zealanders psychologically, Danuta KOZÁK cannot be beaten. They went away for a year, had a baby, came back and said business as usual.
Incredible. Really incredible performances this week, and the New Zealanders are looking really sharp. It's going to be a real squeeze to the line here. This is the last 150 metres of the race. It's all do or die. It's about holding together and finding that rhythm, holding it all the way into the line.
But at the top of your picture, it also looks really, really close. So coming in with about 50 metres to go, New Zealand have done a final push
Fantastic
again.
push there from the back seats in that Kiwi boat, and I think they might have just edged out the...
And now coming into the last few metres, oh, it's going to be so close!
Oh, goodness gracious me.
Yesterday in the crew boats, we saw 200s and 400s.
Wow.
Brave person who calls that.
Wow. What a great race all around.
We've had quite a few things today. We're getting on the screen, but it's not yet official, and we've had most of them being changed. Well, 10 metres out, we could tell you who's winning.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ukrainians jumped out very nicely, as did the Aussies.
5, 4, 2, and 1 to the boat control.
Yesterday, speaking to Anna KÁRÁSZ after her K2 500 victory, she said, well, we figured in 15 metres to go we'd won it so relaxed, and they won by 200ths of a second.
Yeah,
and it said,
wow.
afterwards it was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
This is going to be, we're talking a lot about Tokyo, but it's really going to be, look at this. Can you see the difference?
Ooh.
Different colour, that's the problem.
I want to lean towards my my Anzac friends, but I can't be sure.
It's quite deceptive because the black's difficult to pick up.
It is, and that's why they use the white tape on the nose, is to differentiate that colour and that contrast for the photo finish.
Well, it's electronically done. I mean, the initial results on the screen are showing New Zealand, but let's wait. No one's daring to put up their fingers apart from Karolina NAJA from Poland, and she's grabbed a medal. Let's see what they give you. I guess when it comes on the screen, it's going to be official.
You'd think it might take a little bit to separate those noses.
They don't know yet. They don't look too happy.
Probably felt like they were going to push through the Kiwis, but the last push by the girls in the black boat, the All Blacks, whew, very impressive. Just timed their push to the potentially to perfection.
No one's celebrating yet.
No, it's tense on the water. They're just paddling into the dock. I think the three boats that know they've got the medals around their neck today.
Well, they're Polish, looking delighted.
Yeah.
Sometimes a bird in the hand.
Indeed. No, they paddled a fantastic race.
Right, well, give you instinct for Ross, unless he knows something we don't. This is amazing.
They want to be sure. That's a certainty. I think the rest of the field. I mean, it's a. Oh, here we go. We've got.
It's given to Hungary by 13 hundredths of a second.
Wow.
It's heartbreaking.
Wow, that is heartbreaking.
I think we've just got the official word through that Hungary are the gold medalists and the world champions in the K-4 500. An incredibly tight finish. I mean, can you believe it? Danuta, you've won so many races by so little, but it's another world title, and this is a big boat. It's important for you. What do you say about being world champions?
This is a very good race. The New Zealand team is very hard, and yeah, it's always so close to us.
Anna, you're at the front of the boat. Did you think you won? What did you think? Did you think that you had the gold medal?
Yeah, I thought we won, but it was so close again. But I felt like we are just a little bit behind the girls.
It was a tremendous race. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic finish. I cannot wait for the Olympics. Put your hands together for the girls from Hungary, the girls from New Zealand, and the girls from Poland.
I like to think you're a bit of an academic. How do you think New Zealand are going to handle this, in the sense that they've been 400ths back, 200ths back, and now 100th back? Is that a massive motivational, or is it?
Oh, for sure. I mean, for these girls, they'll be. I mean, they'll be sort of reeling from having.